Okay, I was not going to make a video. I really wasn't. And I came across Candy's video and I was just fast forwarding it. And I'm sorry, I have to, because the thing she is saying is, and what's worse is that I can't see who is commenting, but she's actually got a person or two in there agreeing with her. That just blows my mind. Okay, for one, Candy, you are a scammer, and the reason why people say that you are a scammer is because you lie and you say that you're disabled. You are not disabled. You're absolutely perfectly capable of working. You lie and you say you have Tourette's. You do not have Tourette's. You lie and you say that you are banned from every single shelter. No, you're not. You lie and you say that you cannot get a job. Yes, you can. You just quit every job and you don't want to work. And you've admitted it yourself. I'm not even going to go into because you know, if you do see this video, you know that you said it, okay? It's on your own videos. You got, what, 10,000 of them? You just said it a couple of times this past month. You say that everybody lies about you. What is it that we lie about? You've never answered that. Yes, you do. I had to pause it, but the reason why that, well, we're not lying, okay? And yes, you do eat really good. You had a membership to a steak and seafood restaurant. A membership. Membership. What? I didn't even know you could get a membership at a restaurant like that. Wow. Steak and seafood. Yeah, you had a membership and you were really upset because you thought you were going to get banned from there because you were in fact spraying your alcohol, choking people out. And the manager came up to you and asked you politely, would you please stop spraying alcohol? And what happened? You got furious. Instead, you cussed him from one end to the other, because they asked you not to spray alcohol in a very nice restaurant. So I can't afford a membership at a steak and seafood restaurant. Maybe other people don't think that Panera Bread, Starbucks, all those places, Wild Wing Buffaloes, those are expensive places to me. I go there once in a blue moon because it is so expensive. But on top of that, this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? Every morning, unless you're in a hotel, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then you add Uber Eats or DoorDash. How expensive is that? So yes, you do. Stop laying on your back and trying to get new people that's coming into your lives to feel sorry for you. And if they're watching this video, I beg you, go back and watch her videos, hers, okay? When we make videos, when I make videos, almost everyone's videos that I see is just a commentary to what of hers. So there's no lies. We're just showing reaction to how she is. And when she leaves this hotel, okay, I don't know if she's still in the hotel. I don't know if she managed to beg money to stay in a hotel tonight. But if she isn't, and she goes back to what she claims is her bench, if someone's there, watch how she treats them. She says that she's tortured when she's not in a hotel. Can someone please tell me exactly, does anybody ever come up to her? Does anyone ever cuss her? Does anyone ever walk up to her and tell her, leave, go somewhere, why are you here, you're fake, crusty, nasty, you're a perp? Does anybody ever do that to her? No. But you know what? She does to them. And she's always saying, well, she has got some kind of a mental, I don't know what is her hang up with, well, they're younger than me, but she has no issues at all being very disrespectful to people older than her, aka that little old man, especially that night. No problem at all. She is very abusive and narcissistic and entitled arrogant, bossy, rude. She says they don't have the God-given right to tell me what to do. Who do they think they are? Well, you do that, Candy, and you even said the other night, you slipped and the word obey came out of your mouth. I filmed it and I shared it. It's just a couple of videos back where it says you're not going to believe what Candy grandpre said. You said they're not obeying me. You actually believe everyone is supposed to obey you, that you're some supreme queen bee, that you're better than everybody else, and no, you are not. That is why you are so disliked. You say, even when I keep to myself and I'm quiet. Candy, the only time you ever keep to yourself and you're quiet is when you are laying on your back in a hotel room and you don't need money. That is the only time. Because if your eyes are open and you're breathing and you have a heartbeat and you're not inside those hotel walls, you are very hateful. It does not matter if it is a man walking his dog, if it's a couple walking their child, if it's someone on a bicycle, a motorcycle, an elderly couple walking by hand in hand. It matters not who or what it is. You call them out and you put them on video. And the thing is the people you call out for wearing certain colors, you yourself, in fact, wear. God is good. I've said it a million times. God is good when he came to see you. And his sister-in-law and his wife, what colors were they wearing, Candy? What colors was he wearing? Did you say, hey, no, I'm not going to accept that. You wasted your time. You wasted a trip. Get away from me. No, I'm not doing it. Did you? No, you didn't. You stuck your hand out because he gave you cash and gifts. So that's kind of a contradiction, isn't it, Candy? Because if you truly believed in your heart what you were saying, you would not have accepted a dime from that man, but you did. And you can't say, oh, I was just so, I was in such a bad way, I was desperate. No, you're not. Because even though you do spend time out on that bench that is public, you spend 99% of your time in a hotel getting 3+ meals a day and snacks, DoorDashed and Ubered and taking Ubers on everybody else's dime. You're the richest, poorest person I've ever seen in my life, and you absolutely do eat better than we do. Better than most people. Because somewhere in your life, you woke up one morning and you were convinced that it is the world's responsibility to take care of your every want and need. And if that does not happen, you throw a fit. I've seen you scream for hours, literally hours, cussing people, horrific names, saying they're going to burn in hell and they're Satan, to the point where it started raining and you ruined your phone. When you could have easily went to a shelter. You sit on your butt, your ass, all day at the library, and you do absolutely, and I do mean absolutely nothing but stalk other people's pages. Then you'll walk out and you'll start begging, may I please have such and such for dinner? And you'll come out a couple of times and you'll keep on and on and on and on and on. You will literally stay on till you get it. Then you'll start saying, oh, I just wish I had help with another hotel night. When it's never ending. And then when you get that, then the next morning, oh, I really wish I could have help again, or can I have help for breakfast? You do nothing. You do not search resources. You do not try to find a job. You do not put in applications. You do not make phone calls. You do nothing. And when you are in a hotel, you do what you're doing right now, laying on your back. So I want one of Candy grandpre's supporters to please personally message me and tell me why it is right for the rest of society to have to get up and go to work or do something with their lives, with their days, to contribute, to earn their way in this world. But it's okay for her to lay on her back or sit on her butt and do absolutely nothing. And then treat people the way she does. And you know what? You can play games all you want. I don't know what your intentions are on her channel, but don't tell me, unless you've got the IQ of a gnat, don't tell me you do not see how she treats people. And then some of the AKA supporters will sit there and call out things that Candy otherwise would not have even noticed at all. The fake train, as you like to say, comes the same time every night. And yeah, it has to make that noise, okay? Because people have died crossing railroad tracks when they did not realize that a train was coming. So yeah, by law, they legally have to do that. The world exists around you. Society does. You complain about noise. God knows you make enough money in donations to get good earbuds. That's one of the reasons why you see you can't work. How many times have you said, I never wanted that government check. My fake stepmother is the one that, or foster mom is the one that made me get on it. And then when I turned 18, she gave it to me. Then why are you on it, Candy? I mean, it seems to me like you got it pretty good. You're getting disability for a disability you don't have. And that's on top of 3 YouTube paychecks. And you say that everyone's unsubscribing left and right. I don't see it. Your channel's growing, so that means you're even getting more money. So start telling the truth. If you're pissed, then say you're pissed. And speak the truth. And say why, but don't sit there and tell lies. Okay? Because it's just too easy. People can go back and watch your videos.
You know, so with the buy one, get one free from Uber Eats yesterday.
I rest my case. Uber Eats. Now add that up. 3 meals a day, sometimes 4, 7 days a week. Just that. Just for the delivery, just for the cost of it, not even the food. And tell me how much in donations she's paying a week in just that alone.
Get one free from Uber Eats yesterday. What's that called? Wingstop.
Wingstop. I told you.
Chicken sandwich.
Told you. Am I lying? Am I lying? And I hand to God, I did not watch. I am making this as I watch this. I had no idea that she was going to say that. And it's exactly what I just said. So what if she gets buy one, get one free? That's very rare, and still the cost. And then think about it. She does this every day, several times a day. But we're the liars, right? She forgets that she tells so much in her own videos, and then she calls us liars.
And then everything totaled to $19.31 or something like that. Well, with the fees and everything. But it probably would have been like $30-something if I would have.
Okay, so this is out of Candy Grandpre's own mouth, okay? Not mine, hers. She just said, if it was not for, and I think $20 just for one meal is a lot for one person. But she just said out of her own mouth, if it wasn't for the buy one, get one free, which, like I said, is very rare. What did she say? It would have been $30-something for one meal, people. One. But we're the liars, right? We're the liars, right? Yeah.
You know, so how is this game and fraud when I'm just trying to live and survive, and the boss accused me of lying about this, lying about that,
Okay, well, one, you can be productive. You can find resources. You can make phone calls. You can start filling out applications. Homeless shelters. I shared a video the other day about another real pretty black young woman that she was telling you resources that you can get at homeless shelters. She was telling you about where you can go wash clothes, Candy. Yeah, you can go wash your clothes there. You can find resources. Try to find a job. There's many things you can do. And quit thinking that you have to have everything DoorDash. You have to have everything Uber. Eat cheap. I don't know if y'all have got on-Qs down there, 7-Elevens or whatnot. Go in and get you a hot link and get you a bag of chips. $5. That's it. A meal. I do it all the time so I don't get the chips. You do not have to eat breakfast every single day. Actually, fasting and just having one meal a day is really good. There's many things you can do, but because you're living off of everybody else's dime, that doesn't seem to bother you to eat the way and spend the money the way you are, and you know that you are. You know that you're doing it. You know you are. We hate the way that you treat people, the way you are.
While at the same time you're trying to have me murdered.
Okay, who is trying to murder you? No one is trying to murder you.
I'm just gonna let these internet strangers make cremation decisions for me when I'm letting y'all know I would rather be buried than not cremated.
See, you play head games along, you interact. Don't interact with it, but you have to entertain the idea. You have to entertain the idea because you get off on this. You try to sound like a victim, but in hindsight, you really get off on it. You do. You do.
I do not consent to being cremated. And my twin sister is allowing internet strangers to make my death decisions.
How is anybody allowing anybody to do anything?
You want to cremate someone against their consent.
You've got 1, 2, maybe 3 people out of all the thousands and thousands of views that you get. Ignore it and quit worrying about the numbers that come up on your phone. So what people are going... Candy, listen to me. If people come into your life, I've explained this so many times, your numbers will go up in views. But when some people leave, and yes, they do, that is their right. No one has to stay in your life. That is going to show your viewers going, what? Down, okay? Quit paying attention. How is that torturing you? And quit saying the views and the likes and the dirty numbers. That doesn't even make any sense.
Fake Darnisha, fake Darnell has been threatening me with cremation ever since 2023. Summer 2023 was when he started with the death threats. But before then, he was doing the sexual harassment. Sexually harassment.
And sister, I find it very hard to believe that they're wanting you to get an OnlyFans page. I'm not trying to be rude.
Hi, JoJo.
There's some of her supporters. And Candy, you're always talking about how people make you feel. How do you think you make people, how do you think you made the old man feel that night when he was just trying to sit there and eat a sandwich and you cussed and screamed and hollered at him until he wrapped his sandwich up and slowly got up and walked off? That still makes me, I could still cry about that. How do you think you made the man feel when he was trying to work on his bike and he asked you to please lay off of him? His mother just died and you said, yeah, you probably blood sacrificed her. You're lucky you didn't get your teeth knocked down your throat, telling you straight up. How do you think you made him feel? How do you think you make people feel when you look at them and you call them ugly, smelly, crusty, rotten, that they're bed bug infested, that they're this and that, when they're just walking by, probably would not even notice you had you not started in on them? How do you think you make people feel who truly are homeless, that this is summertime and that is a very popular area that you set, and they're just trying to have some place to spend the night? You don't know their situation, and you cuss and scream at them and you throw them on camera. How do you think you make all of these people feel? Hmm? Crickets.
Now look what he's doing.
Ignore it. How do you know someone didn't leave your
Stop your face
life?
on each one.
What are you doing? You're taking a picture of some numbers? How do you know a couple of people didn't just leave?
I got 5 more minutes, then I gotta get off the stream.
Unbelievable.
I hate cops.
Well, I'm not saying there's not bad one. There's bad in every profession, but I'm kind of grateful
I
for
hate
them.
psychiatry and the fake mental health system.
Sister, you need help.
I hate corrupt judges and lawyers and fake public offenders.
I don't know if
I hate
I'd just
them
be
all.
sitting there and spewing all that and talking bad about their wives and their kids and their families on social media for the world to see when you're fixing to go to court. That's just, I don't know, I'm just saying. I wouldn't. You just said you don't know where Camilla went. Candy, you have no platform. All you do is complain and gripe and moan and groan and beg. I mean, it's not interesting.
They're threatening you.
I share this to warn other people because there's so many people out there that truly need help so bad, and I wish that's who they would donate to.
Leave me alone.
How do you know
Well,
they
I'm getting
didn't
off
leave?
here. It's
Why do you
10:40.
always say they're blocked?
I'm
They very
down.
well
I'm
could have
down.
left, like I'm doing now.